So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your YouTube monetization. So I've always done Facebook, so this time I'm going to be showing you how to set up your YouTube monetization. So a couple of weeks ago, I actually shared with you how I was able to monetize this particular YouTube channel, and I'm going to be dropping the link in the description because to another maybe small YouTuber or somebody who is trying to grow, I'm going to share that video with you on how I was able to monetize this particular YouTube channel in a couple of weeks. So in this video, like I said, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your YouTube monetization, because immediately you meet up with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hour, you will be invited into the YouTube partnership program. So now that you've been invited into the YouTube partnership program, that means you can earn from your content. So I'm going to be showing you step by step how to go about everything. Once you meet up the requirements for getting monetized on YouTube, you're going to get this email from YouTube welcoming you to the partnership program. So the next thing we're going to be doing is go into your YouTube studio, go to where you have your earn, and then you can apply for monetization. So there are 3 steps you are going to undergo. So let's start from the first one, which is to review the terms. So once you review the basic terms, all you need to do is to accept. So yes, you click on the accept and you accept terms. This is basically all you need to do here. So once you're done, you see it's telling you done. Then you move to the next step, which is to sign up for AdSense. So if you already have an AdSense, you don't need to go through this process. But if you're new to YouTube or this is the first time you're creating an AdSense account, this is all you're going to do. So they'll ask if you already have an existing AdSense or you do not. So you click no, I don't have an AdSense account. So the next thing, Google is going to link you back to your email address. That's the email address you want to use for your AdSense. So once you do that, you click on it and it's already in progress. Now this is going to take a couple of hours and even a day or 2 or maybe a week. For mine, it took me less than 24 hours to have my AdSense approved. So once you go back to this AdSense, this is what you're going to be saying, that your information is under review. So once it is set, this is what you're going to see. So your AdSense account has been created. So if your own was rejected, you can actually do it all over again. And if it is rejected again, all you need to do is to change your email address. Once you change your email address, it is going to work. So the next thing we're going to do is set up your tax form. Like you're going to what's it called, you're going to set up your tax information here. So everything I'm doing here is what you just go ahead to do. So you see where you see submit tax form, that is exactly what you just click on it and start this process. So everything is just to fill in everything you're seeing me do right here. Of course, if you're a US citizen, you will click US citizen, but if you're a non-US citizen, you click non-US citizen and you follow virtually everything you're seeing me do here. So if you've already done Facebook monetization, you're going to be used to this because it's almost the same thing. Of course, when you're doing this, you need to get your TIN ready. That same tax identification number you use for your Facebook monetization, you will be using it here too. So also get that ready, and of course go ahead and set your tax information. So some persons might actually tell you to set up your AdSense on time while you're still trying to build your requirement for YouTube monetization. A lot of persons always say you can actually go ahead to set up your AdSense. Yes, you can go ahead to do that. There's nothing wrong doing that. That way, once you're done with that, once you meet up the requirement and that particular place where they said do you have an existing AdSense? Yes, you click yes, you have an existing AdSense. Then the next thing is just for you to go ahead and set up your tax details. So you can see all I am doing, just follow the same thing I'm doing right here, except you are not from maybe US, or except you're from the US, then your own pattern is kind of different. Now, when I filled this form, they kind of returned it, and the reason why they returned it, at first they will tell you approved. They always tell you approved. It just takes seconds for them to get this thing approved. Then for me, it was later returned. And why it was returned, of course, you'll be getting emails, like you'll be getting emails from YouTube, Google about the process of everything you're doing. So they returned mine because the name on my ID, the ID I submitted, and the name I used, I just used my basic name, the way I write my name, and the way it was on ID. You know, when you have an international passport or any kind of ID, they always ask for surname first. The way you filled it, please, when you're filling this, fill it that exact same way so it doesn't get rejected, because mine was approved at first. Once you do this thing, they approve it, but after a couple of minutes, I now saw that I got a mail that there's something I need to work on the tax information I gave. So I had to go and use the exact name. So they showed me where the challenge was, which was the name I used. So right here you can see that it has been approved. Immediately you get this, like almost immediately approved. You know, then I think later they go reviewing these things, and when they see that there's something wrong, they will tell you that something is wrong somewhere. So you can see here that they told me that my tax information has been approved, and later they told me that there was something I needed to work on, which I've already explained to you. So now back into our AdSense, you can see under payment info, you can see that everything I filled is already showing here. So the next thing we're going to be doing is verify your identity. Now it's going to take a couple of hours. Again, these things I'm showing you can take a couple of days, but all you need to do is always have check your email from time to time, because Google or YouTube will keep sending you your email address. So everything before you get to the verification part, Google will send you an email address that they want to verify your identity. So you need any of your government issued ID to do this: international passport, driver's license, whichever one you're going to use. So you can see that is exactly what I am doing here. I'm verifying my identity. So after verifying identity, the next thing will now be us using our address. We need to verify our address where a pin is going to be sent to. So you can see how this is. So you go ahead, just fill it, and you can see verification in progress. And once it's done, you also get an email address telling you I said email address, no email. You get an email telling you that everything is gone. So you can see here it has been completed. So once it's completed like this, you'll be wondering, what's the next thing I'm supposed to do? You wait for them to send you another email. So you can see I got a mail that this is now successful. Now the next, you say verify your address. So yes, you can see, so you can receive payment from Google. Always wait for their email address, else you'll be like confused. Have I done something wrong? No, you've not done anything wrong. Just always wait, because it takes them like a couple of hours to move you to the next stage. So now we're going to verify address. So the address you're going to be using here is your address, your house address. So your house address will now determine where they are going to be sending your post office, where they are going to be sending your pin. I repeat that, the post office where you're going to be sending your pin. Yeah, so if you put your house address, that house address, and the postal code if you don't know your postal code, please just go to Google and check postal code. That will determine the post office they're going to be sending this to. So you're not going to have any issues. So yes, you have 3 attempts. I mean 4 actually. You have 4 times you can actually apply for this pin. So if you wait the first 3 weeks, because it will always tell you 3 weeks, after 3 weeks you can apply for a new one. So you can see that I got mine, but yes, this is it. I went to 3 different post office before I actually got this. So the first one I went to, they directed me to the second one. All these are quite close to my house. Then I went to the second one. Just from the second one, the guy then I called the other post office to confirm if my pin, Google pin, they are used to these things, so they know. So when it confirmed, and I went there to collect it. So when I collected it, you can see I just showed you the pin, and I opened it, and my pin was right there, and I just imputed it. Immediately I imputed it, it told me completed. Yes, that was it. It told me completed. So as usual, always wait for their next mail. Yes, always wait for a mail from Google, telling you what next to do. Right here, I was trying to click, okay, let me add payments, and I should have concluded anything. No, you won't be able to click anything until you get your next mail, or you wait for a couple of hours. I think in this one I didn't get any mail. I didn't get mail again, but I just, after a couple of hours, I decided to now try imputing my payment details, and it went through. So that is it. You can see add a payment method, and it's actually wire transfer. Use wire transfer, then you put your local bank, but it has to be your dollar account. Please use your dollar account. When you're filling this part, get your Swift code ready because you're going to use it. See, this thing is practically almost the same thing you do when you are applying for Facebook monetization. So almost the same thing, but it's just that of course there are different platforms, so their design and everything is a little bit different. So when you're in your AdSense, where you always go to once you click on your AdSense is where you have payments. You can see where I am. Go to where you always have payments because that is where you're going to be doing a lot. So between when I started this and right now, you can see that my AdSense was a little bit, it had a lot more features. So I think Google just upgraded it, so it has more features than when I started. So you'll be like, is it the same? Of course it is the same. So here you are, imputed my Swift code, bank name, account number, and what have you. So once you do that, let's see, and you just submit. You click on submit, and that is it. Everything is sorted. So your information will be added to your what's it called, the dashboard of your payments, where you have payment information. You have it. So immediately I was done, I got a mail that my primary payment method had changed. The previous one used to be the code AdSense gives you until you get through all the verifications you need to do, and once you're done with all the verification, it changes to what you have here. So this particular AdSense can be used for as many YouTube channels as you want to use it for. You don't need to start creating a new one. Yes, so this is how everything is, and I've shown you everything step by step. All you need to know about setting up your YouTube monetization. So guys, you can see how everything went. This is exactly what I had to do to set up my YouTube monetization. So in another video, I'm going to be showing you how you can link this particular AdSense pin to as many YouTube channels as you have, because now that you have an AdSense, you really do not have to, for example, if you want to create more channels, you really do not have to continue to create new AdSense pin. You can just immediately link that to whatever channel. If you have 10 channels, you can use just one AdSense pin for all 10 channels, except maybe you're relocating, you're changing location or whatever thing, and the account that Google pays you money to, you don't want to use that particular one again, then you can do the same process all over. But outside that, this same AdSense or this same AdSense setup can work for any of your YouTube channels and or what have you. So I'm sure you have learned a lot from this video. Please do well to save this video because you will need it very, very soon, especially if you're a small YouTuber. You're still trying to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hour. Once you get that, this is going to be the next thing you are going to be doing. So once again, please do also like this video and subscribe to this channel. Yes, road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you've not watched my other videos on setting up your Facebook monetization and a lot of other content around YouTube, how to go about your YouTube and Facebook, please do well to check my playlist. I have different playlists that is going to help you. So just click any of them and actually watch, because sometimes I realize that the questions that I still get in my comment section, I've actually done a video on it, and sometimes I just link the videos. So please do well to watch, and if there's still something you don't understand, then you can drop a comment and I will be willing and ready to attend to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.